Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Time with Tony V, second episode, and let's just get straight to it, man. I'm super excited. I finally got a little audio cords and things from Amazon, and I got things restructured. I want to make sure my podcast is nice so everybody can hear me. I heard the audio is number one with podcasts, so I had to go ahead and get it right for you guys. And like I said, thank you for tuning in. I'm Tony V, and I just wanted to just get right to it, man. I think my topic today is going to be just the level of just not not clicking with people, just the level of separation and the way our country is divided, man. It's wild. It's just it amazes me how people cannot relate to the things that you're going through. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people in our country are so blessed that they can't understand what you're going through. Even if you explain to them in detail what you're going through, the pain and the suffering and the things that you're surviving, not just living with, but surviving through. I think people just don't get it because they're so blessed they don't understand, or they can't understand, how you still being strong. And it's, that speaks on so many levels. You know what I mean? That speaks on racism and the things that we go in different parts of the country. There's different things that go on that people just don't know about. I mean, even in your personal life, you know what I mean? There's things that people just don't understand because they're so blessed. You know what I mean? They can't relate to you. And even with my situation, there's so many people that I encounter every day that, I explain to them what's going on, and the first response that they give me is, "Ah, shit, I'm going through it too. I'm handicapped too. I got tendons and nerves in my muscles that's all messed up." And I'm like, brother, I just explained to you what's going on with me, and you gonna try to outdo me with your illness or your pains. And I'm like, people like that, man, I ain't got time for it, man. I'm like, I'm in too much pain every single day to be playing around with people. You know what I mean? And I feel like everybody feels the same way, throughout the country. It's like I'm going through so much right now. I don't have time for no bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't relate to what I'm going through, you don't even hear from me. You know what I mean? We not close. We not friends. Hell, just like Cardi B said, shit. If I speak, well, if you speak and I don't speak, yeah, I don't fuck with you. I don't know. It's not happening. You know what I mean? Because people are so quick to disrespect you or just to disregard what you going through. And I think it just blows my mind. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people really need to, stop and think before they speak. You know what I mean? Like, so many people are going through their own personal struggle, their own personal journey that, what I mean? Like, I don't have time for somebody to doubt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for somebody to doubt, the things that I'm going through. Like, it just blows my mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, I never really feel sorry for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, feeling sorry for yourself is a waste of time. No matter what you're going through, feeling sorry for yourself is a waste of time, man. Like, for real. Like, perfect example, like, like I said in episode one, everybody knows I got spine disease. I tell people all the time, all day, every day. If they wondering why I'm moaning and grunting and I mean, making weird noises and shit, it's because I'm in some serious pain all day, every day. Like, when you just live in pain when you just move. You know what I mean? Like if I'm laughing too hard or coughing too hard, or if I'm on an old elevator, that's pain. That's serious pain. And people don't get that. Not only do they not understand, but they can't even imagine, because God has blessed them so much that they can't even understand. They don't believe you, because they could never see themselves in a situation like that, because they're so blessed. They could never understand. And I feel like that works, like I said, on so many levels, on racism and bigotry and just discrimination and things like that. Like, people really don't understand. Like, it's scary. It's scary out here in this country right now, because people are so privileged and so blessed that this country is just divided. Like, they don't understand. It's like, I really thought that people were just you know using twisting facts and just acting a certain way, or supporting that that hatred and stuff like that, because of just fucked up thinking and just evil ways. But the truth is, some people really don't understand when it comes to discrimination. They think we just complaining. Oh, black people are just complaining. Oh, they're not really going through all that. Or they even if you explain to them word for word, step by step, you got a video of what happened, they still don't get it. They still don't understand, because their life will never be that traumatic, because they're so blessed. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just wild to me, man. Like, I'm praying for everybody. I really am. Because some people really have to be more open minded. Some people really have to take time and step out of your life and your everyday routine and be empathetic. Understand what people are going through. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't even put your mind around it, if you can't even see yourself in that situation, that's because God has been covering you, man. God has been covering you and your family for years. And I really feel like just people need to, like, really, man, really need to step out of their comfort zone, and just really, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you have a black friend and you call that person your friend, you know what I'm saying? You really need to hang out with them more. You really need to see the shit that they go through, and the way people talk to them when your white friend is not around. Like, how people just talk to me immediately, like, oh my God, like, I'm 6'5". I'm like 220 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So my whole life, I automatically expect people to be rude as hell. That's just my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I automatically expect people to, be mean. Can I help you? Like, damn, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. And that's just the way it's been. You know what I mean? Because I know they fear what they don't understand. They fear what they can't comprehend. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you small your whole life and you see some big dude, you just immediately like have this fear of, oh, he could do something to me, or he's so big, he's so scary. I'm like that shit just cracks me up, man, for real. Especially people that aren't minorities, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, with white people, it's like, you so scared of a big black guy. But hey, honestly, that big black guy is scared of the world. I'm like, shit, I don't want you lying on me. I don't want you screaming and getting all scared, and I didn't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a show out called Lovecraft Country. And honestly, I like it. I really do. I'm really feeling that show. But at the same time, there's a lot of, homosexual scenes in there, a lot of homosexual storyline. And, like, people have to accept that. I get it. But at the same time, like, the show kind of throws it in and you don't even know it was in that episode. So it's like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a good show, but it's like, whoa, two men fucking. It's like, wow, y'all just gonna put that in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's a lot, but it's a cool show. Anyway, the reason why I brought it up was it just shows you a different perspective as black people, and the way, the struggles, the things that, people go through, and the mentality of the world, the way the world perceives us, the way the world reacts to us, you know what I'm saying, for years. And I love that because it's kind of opening up people's eyes, um, through that movie magic, that TV show, special effects, and not only that, but intelligent storyline. And I love that, man. I really do. So shout out to Lovecraft Country on HBO. Like, that really is my show. You know what I mean? I don't care what nobody say. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's a good show. It really is. And it's changing people's mindset. That's what I love the most. You know what I'm saying? It's opening your eyes to perspectives of racism and discrimination and bigotry that you have never faced. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like, um perfect quote, I just saw it a couple days ago. It was, if you feel like a mask restriction for the COVID virus is oppression, that's because you've never been really oppressed. And I thought that was just spot on, the best quote I heard in a long time, because it's true. If you think that's oppression, you don't really know what oppression is. You going around Target talking about, hell yeah, we're not gonna take this anymore. Hell yeah. And I'm like, man, cut that shit out. For real. Real oppression is not wearing a mask because of the COVID virus. That's not oppression. And to hear crowds of people protesting, that just blows my mind, man. Like, for real. It's a gift and a curse to be educated. For real. It's great. It's a part of life. It's the key element to maturity, is being educated. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really an elder, you're not just getting older, you're getting wiser. So that key element to maturity is education to me. And I really feel like a lot of our country, and a lot of people need to be educated. You know what I mean? Because that would stop the disconnect. You know what I mean? Like, you're so mad and you're so riled up and you're so pissed off because you're uneducated. And that's true for a lot of people, man. So, like I said, I'm praying for everybody, man. You know what I mean? You can't be mad of somebody else's ignorance. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to pray for these people. And it's just, it's all over the country, man. It's not just, certain states or certain people or a certain race. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've never been racist. I can't be racist. I can't. There's good and there's evil. There's not, oh, all white people are evil, or all black people are evil, and then all black people do this, this, and this. And I'm like, no, you can't put somebody in a category all the time. You can't just stereotype everybody. You know what I mean? So I really feel like I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be wise. I'm blessed to have that hunger to learn every day. You know what I mean? I don't want to be uneducated and just following somebody that's manipulating me and my vote, or my personality, or me on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are kind of stuck in these relationships where they're being manipulated. You know what I mean? Like your spouse or your significant other honestly might know you're kind of dumb, and they use it to their advantage all the time. The way they talk to you, the way they over talk you. You're in a conversation and let me get louder. Let me talk. And you sitting there talking to them. And then after a while, you're going to get tired of that shit. You're just going to look at them like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to talk over me all the time. You got to control the conversation all the time. You got to control what music we listen to in the car. You know what I mean? You got to you got to control what I'm wearing, where I go, what I do, who I hang out with. Things like that are what politicians and a lot of our leaders do in this country. They know you're uneducated. They know what to say and how to get you to follow them, get you to agree with them. You know what I mean? Get you to dance to their rhythm. You know what I mean? And it's scary to watch it, man. It is. That's why I say it's a gift and a curse to be educated, because you feel like the outsider. You feel isolated. You know what I mean? Like once you really start to be more and more educated, you don't take shit from nobody, man. You know better. You know what's right. You know what you want in your life. You know what I'm saying? You know how you want to operate, how you want to move, and you know what's best for you. That's the gift of education. You know what's best for you. You know what I mean? You start to live right. You start to eat right. You start to work out on a regular basis because you know the health benefits. You know, how you want to live, how you want to look, how to get to that point in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? You start to change your whole lifestyle. And I feel like that's really kind of sums up who I am. You know what I mean? Like I love seeking knowledge. I love learning something every single day. And I love to be around those people, the same type of people that are educated, that are, well mannered, articulate. You know what I mean? Like real cool, down to earth, you know, smooth, charismatic. And that's something that they built throughout time because they're educated. It's not some secret cool black guy, oh, no. It ain't got shit to do with being black. It ain't got nothing to do with, because that's why you see so many races that have their own style, can dance, they got rhythm, they got soul, because they're educated and they know what they want out of life and who they want to be. And that's, man, that's for real. If I had a little sound effect, major key alert, for real. And I love that, man. I love people like that, for real. And so it's just, just moving forward, man. It's so much to talk about. So much to talk about, man. Like this presidency. Oh my God. November is coming up quick. It's like 50 days or something, 50 something days. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be big. It's going to be big. We're going to see how many people are truly educated and know what they want. How has this last 4 years affected you? Are you going to be educated or are you going to be manipulated? For real. And on that note, man, I just want to thank everybody, man. I want to thank God for having me here, giving me the ability to talk, to pray, to be articulate, to know what that means. You know what I mean? To move forward in life and stop going backwards. Stop making the same stupid mistakes. You know what I mean? I want that to be my audience. I want those type of people that know what they want and know who they are. You know what I mean? I want those people to be my friends. I want those people to be my mentors. I want those people to help me be a leader and help me evolve. And I think a lot of people just don't think like that. And that's what I want, man. I don't want everybody around me. I want certain people around me that really feel what I'm talking about. Cause it's just tired. I'm just tired of the bullshit. For real. Like with everything, with politics, with the people around me on a daily basis. And those first impressions are so much, man. So much. For real. Because it tells you. It tells you, where you want to go. Where you want to go from here. You know what I mean? And that first impression, boy, it's like no, no. Or right away, even if you're not even talking to me, you could be you could give me your first impression of how you are from the way you're talking to other people around me. You know what I mean? Or it's just I could be in that area and I'm just listening like that's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. That's the type of person. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like to listen to somebody else talk to another person or how they operate, how they walk, how they dress. You know what I mean? Like what type of car you drive. It's kind of important. But to me, honestly, every day I look at people driving by and I'm like, man, hell, as long as you got four wheels, God is taking you somewhere just like somebody with a brand new Bentley. Flat out. Once you've been through so much throughout life, you stop worrying about possessions and money and start valuing people. For real. And that's my thing, man. That's how I wanna operate. 2020 is really, oh my God. Follow me on Twitter, man. If you see me on Twitter, please, Blazing Art, Blazing underscore art, BLAZN underscore ART. I'm always on Twitter, and so many good people on there, man. So many good quotes. It's like 2020 has taught me so much. You know what I mean? So many people complain about 2020. I'm like, man, God is trying to teach you something. Open up your damn eyes. You know what I mean? All this is going on and I'm separated. You know what I mean? I'm just sweeping people away. You know what I mean? It's like once you go through so much, it's like come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you go through so much traumatic experiences, you know who your real friends are. They just come pouring in. And when you have a flow of people that love you, that's really concerned, oh my God, 2020, you out here, you was in the storm, you was in this, you was in that, or you had COVID, you lost your job, you lost your house, you lost all your belongings. People don't say, tell me what you want me to do for you. Let me know how I can help. In an old passive aggressive voice. Why don't you tell me what needs to be? No, 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 no. Real love is just that flow. That flow of people that it's all the same. You know what I mean? Like if all these people that really love you say the same thing, like you start off explaining all this horrible shit you've been through in 2020, and real friends would say, "Oh man, that sounds horrible, bro, you know I love you. Number one, anything you need, I got you. I got a little money right here. I got a little extra money. I got you if you need it. You know what I mean? Or, I will let you stay. You know, I will let you stay with me. You know what I'm saying? But this, and this is going on. Or me and my kids, and my wife is here, or anything. You know what I mean? They give you examples of how they can help you. It's not, man, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like you can hear it in somebody's voice who ain't shit. That's fake and phony, and God is not just putting these traumatic experiences on you, and everybody like, where's God? God is right there with you. He is showing you a lot of these people that you've been operating with is just fake and phony and not worth your time, and should have been let go a long time ago. You lost your house, you lost your car, you lost everything, all of your possessions and things like that. The real people that love you, even if they're not blood related, the real people that love you are going to come through. They're going to give you examples of how they can help you. You know what I mean? You don't have to force feed somebody on examples on how they can help you. What can I do? What do you want me to do? I'm like, shit, the way you sound, I don't want you to do nothing. I'm good. What you mean, what can you do for me? Hell, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And then they get an attitude, why'd you ask me for help? And I'm like, boy, ooh, your ass is cut off. I'm good. You know what I mean? Because when you got real friends, it's like somebody stick out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? It's like every phone call. Oh man, I heard what's going on with you. Hey, bro, I got your back. I got this, and this. I got anything you need. Just let me know. Okay, cool. Hey, what's going on, sis? Oh, okay. Hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. I heard what's going on with you. I love you. Hey, if you need some money, I'm looking at this old used car for you. I'm work. I found somebody with an apartment and they got this going on. Bet. Okay, cool. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for looking out for me. Click. Hey, what's going on? Oh, you okay? Oh, yeah, well, everybody going through something. Everybody struggling. How can I help? I mean, what could I possibly do to help? What you mean by help? What you mean? What can I help? Click. Because to them, it's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they got an attitude. Because, man, I'm like, I know what real love is. I know when you just stick out. When you just stick out because you got all these people that really love you, man. And like, that's hard. That's something that, like I said, I tell everybody, my advice, my stories and things that I'm talking about are the things that I'm going through. I'm not about to give you advice or examples if I don't know what I'm talking about, or if I'm not using that advice to my advantage in my own life. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I talk about, man, it's real. It's just straight up real. And that's another thing that I said. And, in part one is, transparency, honesty, like that's huge. Consistency, transparency, honesty, and consistency, man. So on that note, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. I'm really hoping to, talk about more and more, and get more topics, get more, get a guest, get a couple different mics, upgrade my equipment, get the podcast going, get some sponsors going, showing you different projects that I'm working on. And before I go, I want to show people my painting. You know, I'm dealing with spine disease and things like that, and it's getting a lot better. A lot of pain meds, a lot of seeing the doctor, things like that. And when I'm not in pain, when I'm actually feeling good and can move and do stuff, man, I like to be do my artwork, work my talent, and just want to show y'all this. This is Jesus pulling Peter out of the water. I'll give you the scripture, the actual Bible verse. I believe it's in Matthew. Pretty sure it's in Matthew, but I'm gonna give you the exact Bible verse. I always write the exact Bible verse on the back of my paintings. And this is part two of my Bible stories. This is Jesus pulling Peter out of the water, and it's so much going on in this painting. Like to see the life and the activity of the bottom of the ocean, and to see the fish. There's like painted all types of fish and different things in the water, and just so much detail as far as what's going on. And Peter is like focusing on himself when God is controlling everything around him. You know what I mean? He's got life and different things and all types of life that he's controlling, not only just the storm, because the Bible focuses so much on Peter trying to walk on water in the midst of this storm towards Jesus, but they don't tell you all the life and everything that God controls and everything that was going on. But Peter was so focused upon walking to Jesus. He wasn't focused on God got you. You know what I mean? Like, there's God not only had Peter, but he had everything going on, like orchestrated, in perfect harmony and perfect peace. And God, not only has your back, but he has the whole world and all these complicated creatures and life and just so much. So I just want to put all that detail into that painting, man. I'm really proud of that. I really thought I was going to, add more to it. And I might color in the floor of the sea and color the octopus and things like that. And I was like, man, I don't know. God is just telling me like, hey, it might be finished. So I love to paint. I love to paint and then ask God to use me, use my hands. You know what I mean? Just take over what you want me to put on canvas. Because when I decide what I want to put on canvas, it's what everybody sees. It's a portrait, or it's something that, everybody else does. I don't want to do what everybody else can do. I want God to use me and put something new and different and something that I have never even seen before. And so when I pray and I meditate and I fast and I make sure I'm in the right environment, I make sure it's, real good gospel music around me, it's quiet, it's peaceful. That's when I do my best artwork, when I'm actually doing something for God. And so I love those paintings, man. I really do. Like I said, that's part two of my Bible Bible stories series. And I love it, man. I really do. That painting is for sale. I'm always hustling. I'm always doing something, man. I refuse to settle for one income. I refuse to be poor. I refuse to just give up on life. You know what I mean? Like, when you have expensive tastes and you know what you like, you can't give up on life, man. You just can't. And so that's the way I like to live. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope it sounds better. I hope you feel better. I hope you enjoyed, this second show of Time with Tony V. And thank everybody for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. So let's keep it going. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.